Hey guys, NurseMom27 here, and I hope you're having a great day so far. I know it's been a while, but the thing is, on last weekend, I attended Otakuthon in Montreal. It was my first time attending Otakuthon and my second time going to Montreal, so I was very excited to go there. Although my friends and I had to spend the night in Ottawa before we got to Montreal. We did get to look around the city, and we even got to see the Parliament buildings, but the problem is, all my friends were playing Pokemon Go, and every time we were walking, we had to stop because there was a Weedle or a Rattata or freaking Squirtle that needs to be captured. Hell, we went to a freaking museum and the whole reason why we went there is to play Pokemon Go. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't have Pokemon Go. I'm not actually sure if I want to get the game. I mean, it sounds fun, but I don't know if it's something that I want to get. That's just me. But yeah, that was my brief experience of Ottawa. Now let's get to the Otakuthon. We actually arrived on Friday, so we had to get everything settled in and then get our passes and schedules. And we had to plan out on what we were going to see and what we're going to cosplay as. And going through the schedule, I saw 2 panels that I wanted to go. The JoJo's Bizarre Adventure panel and the JoJo posing workshop. Well, I know what I'm cosplaying during that day. Yeah, so I decided to cosplay on that day as Noriaki Kakyoin from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And in case you guys are wondering, don't worry, I was not spoiled on anything major during that panel. I mean, I wasn't spoiled on anything that I wasn't aware of. So guys, don't worry, my reactions are still going to be just as genuine as they were before. Anyway, at that panel, 2 cool things happened. When I was there, I happened to meet a Joseph Joestar cosplayer, Part 2 Joseph, and we actually hit it off pretty nicely. In fact, at the end of the panel, we started to hang out and, get to know each other. It was actually pretty nice. Unfortunately, that day was the only day I got to see her, and after that, I never saw her again, which is unfortunate, so I hope one day I'll be able to see her again because she was pretty cool, and I really liked her Joseph Joestar cosplay. And the second thing was at the end of the panel, we get to take free posters, and the posters were the cover art for the Eyes of Heaven video game. So I got a free poster, which was cool. So I got myself a souvenir from Otakuthon, which was great. And then there's the JoJo posing workshop, and oh my god, it was so great. It was one of my favorite experiences at Otakuthon. I mean, all we did was just mimic poses that were shown from images of the anime and the manga, etc. And if you're cosplaying as the character from the image that was shown, you get to go up front and mimic that pose in front of everyone. It was quite the workout because there was a lot of poses. Some of them started simple, from this to this, and then he started to get more complicated, showing this and this. Like, how do you even do that? Like, what the heck? And we even tried to do this. Let me tell ya, it's not as easy as it looks. But aside from that, it was a great overall experience. I had a lot of fun, and it was quite the workout. Although I would recommend doing this with another person. Otherwise, you'd probably get seriously hurt. Because seriously, these poses, not that easy. Just saying. Now, throughout the entire day at Otakuthon, I didn't really get the chance to explore a lot of Montreal, but I did manage to explore Chinatown and a little bit of the street in Montreal. At least I was close to our hotel and the center where Otakuthon was being held, and I did manage to take some nice pictures there. Also, we were close to a mall, and there was this fountain in the food court, and every now and then there would be a light water show at the fountain, and it will look so pretty. I unfortunately don't have a picture of that. I'm sorry guys, but maybe next time I go to Montreal, I'll probably take some more pictures and actually record some more video and stuff. So yeah, that was pretty much day 1. Day 2, I actually cosplayed again as Kakyoin because the Joseph cosplayer that I mentioned before told me that there was going to be a JoJo meetup, a photo shoot early this morning. So I went there as Kakyoin, and there had to be like about 30-ish people there. It was actually much smaller than the previous meetups that I would see at Anime North, because Anime North, there was a lot of people there. But on the plus side with this shoot was this was taking place inside. The ones in Anime North were always outside, and this year's Anime North, the heat was unbearable. So imagine cosplaying as characters who wear heavy clothing outside where the temperature is like, what, 35 degrees Celsius, not including the freaking heat wave. So thank God this meetup was inside. And I gotta say, it kind of started off a bit awkward. I mean, the people who have organized the photo shoot actually did a pretty good job overall. It's just at the beginning kind of started off kind of awkward. When it came to like my part, me and 2 other cosplayers for part 3, the Jotaro cosplayer suggested that he'd pick up Joseph, and me, I had no idea what to do, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna look at points. Yeah. So yeah, it kind of did start off awkward at the beginning, but it was pretty good overall. And this is actually the first photo shoot I've seen from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure that we actually got all 8 JoJos. Well, technically we didn't get part 2 Joseph, but we still got part 3 Joseph, so that technically counts. So we had all 8 JoJos. Unfortunately, there was no Dio. Well, unless you count part 7 Diego, but yeah, there was no part 1 or part 3 Dio, and no Speedwagon, which was unfortunate, but at least we got Poochie, we got Kira, we got freaking Stroheim with the freaking machine gun out of the stomach. I thought it was pretty cool. And we got Cars. I gotta say, the Cars cosplayer did a very good job. I mean, Cars looked fabulous, just saying. So yeah, overall, it was pretty fun. And now, after that, I met up with my friend that I was staying at the hotel, and I went to the dealer's room because it was my first time going to the dealer's room and might as well see what they have. While I was walking there, I noticed this guy wearing a t-shirt. And this t-shirt had a picture of Hirohiko Araki eating a donut. And I'm like, what the fuck? I wanted to go take a picture of that shirt, but unfortunately I lost the guy in the crowd. Luckily, I found a picture of the same guy with the same shirt that was posted on Tumblr, and I really wish I could meet this guy and shake his hand because, oh my god, I commend this guy for wearing this t-shirt. Anyway, back at the dealer's room, my friend and I did manage to purchase some things as souvenirs, and I have a funny story to tell you guys about my souvenir. While I was passing by this one booth, this vendor noticed who I was cosplaying as, and he slowly pulls out this plushie, and I saw it, and I'm like, oh my god, I want it. Like, this son of a bitch knew that I was cosplaying as Kakyoin, and he knew that I would want that plushie, so he had to pull it out. And the funny thing is, this was the last plushie that he had in stock. Granted, this would have spent most of my money for Otakuthon, but I was like, fuck it, I want another souvenir, so I bought it. And what was this plushie? It was Iggy. Yep, I bought an Iggy plushie. And I have no regrets buying it because I wanted that plushie, especially for next year's Anime North, because I'm gonna bring this little buddy along next time in Anime North. So yeah, next year I'll be back again as Kakyoin, but this time I'm gonna bring along Iggy with me. It's gonna be great. But then later on, something happened which made my day a lot better. Now, when I was cosplaying as Kakyoin, every now and then there would be some people who would come up to me saying that I look pretty, I look very nice in my cosplay, and they would ask to take a picture, which I do oblige, and it really made me happy that they liked my cosplay. When my friend and I left the dealer's room, I met this girl who came up to me and asked to take a picture of me. And afterwards, she asked if I did YouTube videos and if I'm by any chance Lunar Spiral, and I said yes, and she was all excited and all happy because she saw my videos and she really enjoyed them and enjoyed my reactions to Diamond is Unbreakable, and that made me very happy because meeting people in person who are fans of your videos and have really liked watching them and who are also entertained by them because of all the effort you put into them, and just knowing that your video gives some sort of entertainment to them and makes them happy, it's just very nice in a way, really. And meeting a fan at Otakuthon was very great, and I'm sorry, just thinking about it, I'm kind of having a hard time putting the right words into it, but it's just, this experience was really something. And you know what, Leslie, or Ling, she gave me 2 names by the way, so I'm just gonna say Ling, if you're watching this, thank you for enjoying my videos, and thank you for meeting me and liking my cosplay. It was great meeting you, and hopefully I'll see you someday again at Otakuthon, or maybe at Anime North if you're going to come to Toronto. It was very nice meeting you, and it was just so great. And I'll admit, this isn't the first time this happened before, but moments like these still make me so happy, you know? And yeah, it was just so great, you know? So yeah. However, this con also had some downs, but it was mostly ups. But considering the downs, one of the reasons why my friend and I went to Otakuthon was to meet one of our favorite manga artists. Mine was Takeshi Obata, the manga artist of Death Note and Bakuman, and my friend's was Aina Tanemura, a shoujo manga artist, and we were going to go there and get autographs. By the time we got to the lineup, one of the volunteers told us that they were selling tickets to the autograph session for Obata and Tanemura, and unfortunately all the tickets were sold out because they're only selling tickets for the first 100 people. The last tickets were sold about 2 minutes before we arrived. So unfortunately, we couldn't see our manga artists on that day. So we asked if there was going to be another autograph session that we could go see on the next day. But unfortunately, those tickets were sold as well. So that was pretty much it. Unfortunately, we couldn't see our favorite manga artists, which really sucks because I really wanted to meet Obata because I love Death Note. I really like Bakuman, and he's a very good manga artist. And my friend was also devastated that she couldn't meet Tanemura, so I really felt sorry for her. So unfortunately there wasn't much we could do about it. Although what's surprising is that we weren't told that we had to buy tickets to see Obata and Tanemura to get autographs. It was never mentioned on the brochure or on the schedule at all, so we had no idea. Hell, from the last few cons I went to, we didn't have to buy tickets to get autographs. Sure, we would probably have to buy something to get an autograph on, but that was pretty much it, really. So I'm hoping that they would come back again at Otakuthon, or maybe they'll come at Anime North someday, so there's still a chance that we could meet them. So I'm still keeping my hopes up on that. But there was someone who did cheer us up, and there was this person wearing this hooded cloak and carrying a sign that had a bunch of rules. He was also carrying a multi-sided die that looked like something you'd see from Dungeons and Dragons, and the thing is, when you roll the die and whatever number it lands on, you have to do what is said for the number. So in my case, when I rolled the die, I had to high-five a random stranger, which I did, and my friend had to take a sexy photo with a random stranger, and it was actually pretty fun. And you know what? I hope this concept or this person would show up again someday in other cons, because this little game was pretty fun. And then to end the day, I decided to go to one of those anime dating game shows, which was actually funny for half of the rounds. The other half was kind of a miss in a way, but I saw Link hook up with Big Boss or Solid Snake or whatever snake it was from Metal Gear Solid. Fanfiction.net, get on that shit right now. I'm kidding. So that was pretty much day 2. Day 3 was our last day at Montreal and Otakuthon because we had to leave early evening in order to get back home in Toronto. So at that day, I didn't want to deal with the makeup, so I decided to cosplay as Yukio from Blue Exorcist, and nobody came up to me to ask for a photo. Like, when I was Kakyoin, there were plenty of people that came up to me and asked to take a picture and complimented my cosplay. But with Yukio, like, I got nothing. Like what the hell? Apparently, JoJo is more popular than Blue Exorcist in Montreal. So yeah, on that day, we pretty much just wandered around the building, went back to the dealer's room, saw a few more panels. That was pretty much it, really. And yeah, that was my experience at Otakuthon. It was overall a very fun experience, and I would definitely love to come back to Montreal to come to this con again, because despite the minor hiccups that went on during that weekend, I still had a great time. And maybe next time, I would probably spend a week in Montreal so that I would get more time to explore more of Montreal and probably look around a bit more. And then I would actually get a better chance to organize on what I want to do at Montreal. Same thing with my friend. She would definitely would like that as well. So anyway, that was my experience of Otakuthon. A great con this year, and hopefully I'll be able to afford to come back to Montreal next year, because I would definitely love to come back. And I know because of this, my episode 19 live reaction and review of Diamond is Unbreakable was delayed, so I promise I'll try to get that out as soon as I can. And of course there's episode 20, which I also have to do, which is coming out this week. So again, guys, I'll try my best to get those out as soon as I can. So yeah, that was my experience of Otakuthon that I wanted to share with you all. And with that being said, I'm your Spawn 27, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.